Whenever you're ready. Good. Hey, I'm Nick with Fiesel Roofing in Knoxville. Today we're at the Schamell residence. This is a state farm claim. The scope on the back of the roof is really simple. They just want us to remove and replace this chimney flashing right here. What I've gone ahead and done is marked up the area, and there's a couple things that we need to point out. One, these shingles have to be removed in order to remove the chimney flashing. There's a building code, which is 908.5. It says we can't reinstall aggregate surface materials. So what that means is we have to replace all of these shingles I've highlighted because they're the ones that are installed on top and interlaced with the step flashing. So there's no way we can, complete this repair without replacing these. So that's why that's highlighted. Another thing I want to point out too is the way they did this chimney flashing. The apron was installed first, and then the step, and then the counter was installed on top. When they put the shingles, this row of shingles on right here, they actually chemically adhered it to the flashing. So if I take my pry bar and I try to get up underneath here, what you'll notice, it's impossible. There's no way you can do this without inevitably breaking the shingles. You're gonna have to tear them up. If I can see that camera just for a second. That was me hitting it with the pry bar about 15-20 times. You can see the heavy amount of caulking underneath there. So just another reason, there's no way we're gonna be able to get these shingles up cleanly. And even if we could, 908.5 says we can't reuse them. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna assess the repairability of the roof. What I've done was I've outlined a shingle that's directly next to the ones we'd have to remove and replace to complete the chimney flashing. So what we're gonna do today is I'm basically gonna attempt to patch. I'm gonna use a roofing flat bar to break the seals of the shingle I'm gonna remove and the floor above it. Then I'm gonna use the flat bar to get the nails out. Then I'm gonna remove the shingle, and then we're gonna reinstall it to just simulate what would happen basically in a repair situation, and basically just see if we can do it or not. So with all that being said, I'm gonna get started. You got that? Try a different shingle. What happens to these shingles over time, if you look at the condition of this slope right here, you'd see a little bit more obvious, is this is a contact adhesive. So when they apply the adhesive to the underside of these shingles, it's done at about 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And as these are running down the conveyor belt, they dry and cool, and they're stacked opposite of each other so they don't stick to the shingle below it while they're in their packaging. Once they're installed on the roof, that's when the contact adhesive actually sticks to the one below it. And over time, what happens is basically the adhesive calcifies and essentially bonds these two shingles together. So there's a lot of times where you have your other flat bar on you. You want to go get your other flat bar just so we can give them two perspectives. So this is a flat bar like a roofer that knows what they're doing would use. This gives you a little bit more leverage. It's still the exact same thickness on the end. So, no matter where I go, eventually I'm going to get my way in between these two shingles. But what you'll notice is you're going to run into another spot where it's calcified again, and it's just going to pull straight through. There's another type of flat bar that contractors will use. It's more flat. I had a colleague go and grab that just so I can demonstrate what that product would do on this roof. But this alone should be enough I just came through it again like that. Look. You want to trade me? Take that. So, what I was saying, when the sealant calcifies, basically just ripping a big chunk of the top of that off instead of, breaking away cleanly at the seal. That's consistent no matter where I apply the flat bar. Take that back. Now, this is the other type of flat bar some roofers will use. Exact same tool, exact same thickness, but just to prove a point. The exact same thing is happening. I'll do a couple different attempts. See what I mean? So typically I, remove the seal, pull the nails out, reinstall the shingle, but just showing how consistent this is happening, we're gonna stop the repair here. Obviously we can't complete a repair on this roof. Nick with Fiesel, thank you for your time. Have a good day.